Good win again tonight, 4th win in a row.
Great start by Dace Kime. Attacked the zone, 0 walks, 6 strikeouts. He gives us clean 5 innings. We make 2 or 3 nice plays behind him. Adam Ingles diving catch, Wasserman scoop at first, and then Ratajczyk's tough play at second when he touches the bag, and that's what college baseball is. You got to pitch and defend. You get a timely hit here or there, and you got a chance to win.
I was going to mention this is probably one of the better defensive games you guys have had this year.
Yeah, especially after the last few weeks where we hadn't particularly played great defense. So we know what we need to do to be a great team. The challenge is how consistent can we be, and the more often we can do that, the better chances we have of winning these games down the stretch.
I was talking with Coco, and he mentioned that the players got together right after the 4-game losing streak, kind of had a player meeting, and feel like they really addressed a lot of things themselves. Have you seen something different in the players since then?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's one thing we do in our program is we challenge them. You got to be honest, sometimes brutally honest. You can't skirt issues, and we've done that in the last month. But I think it was time for them to be honest amongst each other instead of hearing it from a coach who's like a father figure. And I have a hard time getting my kids to listen to me sometimes. It's very powerful to hear from a teammate, and I think that was the gist of the meeting, was that they had to challenge each other as to what they're seeing and what they're doing and not doing. And it's a great group. I've said all year, I love this group. They've worked really hard. I want them to have success down the stretch. So it's our job to put them in the right position, but that they know that they're responsible, that they got to show up. They got to be committed to playing great defense, committed to playing team offense. And then our pitching staff's been pretty consistent all year, so it makes for a good run in the postseason, you hope. Yeah, 34-10 now. You got the stretch coming up. Like where you're sitting right now? No, I mean, we're pleased with where we're at. And as I've said the last 48 hours, we know that we can improve. And to be 34-10 and know if you improve in a couple areas, you can get even better. It's a good feeling as a coach. We definitely feel like we haven't peaked. As the saying goes, we haven't arrived. We're still a work in progress. But, we're running out of time. Yeah. So you got to put it all together, and now is the best time of the year to do it. Weekend series on the road at Villanova. Talk about them a little bit. Any road series in conference play is tough. Yeah. I think the last time we went to Villanova, we won 2 out of 3. It's just not easy. Got to get a great start. You got to play good defense on somebody else's surface, somebody else's conditions, and it'll be a challenge. It'll be a fight. Villanova, they're fighting to make the tournament, and everybody at this time of the year is fighting for something. Sure. You're fighting to win the league, you're fighting to make the NCAAs, or you're fighting to make the tournament. And there's really all the fights are the same. So we got a lot of respect for Villanova, and we're going to have to come out and play good baseball. Talk about what Coco's done. He mentioned he had battled some injuries beginning of the season, but lately he's really seemed to have picked up his stride. 19 straight games getting on base. Yeah, great fall, great spring training. Got off to a little bit of a slow start. His first experience with Division I baseball, and then he got banged up, and so he had to sit out for a week or so, and it took him a little bit of time to get back. Once he clicked, then all the fans realized that's why he hits 3rd or 4th, and he's a special player. He can hit the home run. He can get the HBP or the walk. He's a high on base guy. He can steal bases. He can play good defense. I mean, he's a very versatile player. I call him a Dan Burton, kind of a middle of the lineup type guy. In the 3-hole, you saw him. He tried to bumper hit tonight. Yeah. And so he can do a little bit of everything, and it's nice to have that versatility right in the middle of the lineup. Yeah, he mentioned that when you brought him in, that you pretty much said you got the green light. That's right, and we pride ourselves in giving guys a green light. You got to earn it, and he earned the green light, and so it's nice to know that when he's comfortable, he can steal bases, and now that he's healthy, it's warm out. You're hoping, as I think tonight we stole maybe 5 bases. We're hoping that we can get that back to our game, putting that pressure on other teams, and it really opens up the offense. Excellent. Appreciate it, Coach. You got it. Thanks for coming out. Good stuff, man. Yes, it is.